Hi guys, so I thought I would sew and chat with you guys. So I made a community post like a couple weeks ago um, asking you guys if you'd want me to show you me altering a dress, and you guys said yes. So this won't be the entire video of me altering the dress. It'll be me doing some of it. Hopefully it'll work out. I haven't done a practice run or anything, so hang on, I'm getting on. It's like 8 at night. Sorry about that. So my plan is that purple dress that you saw, I showed in a couple of videos ago. I want to cut off part of the sleeves and put like gold fabric cuffs on it because it would resemble a Marilyn Monroe dress, one that she wore in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. So I'm going to try to make those cuffs right now. So let's get started. All right. So this is the fabric I'll be using. I got this from Amazon. I don't think it really, what does it say? Yeah, it just says made in China. This is faux leather, but it seems thin, so hopefully it'll be easy to sew through. So let's see. By the way, it'll be easy to cut through this with fabric scissors, but I don't have, well, I do have fabric scissors, but they're not very good. Because I got like a sewing kit from like, I think it was Joann, maybe? Somewhere like that. Or Michael's, I don't remember. And it came with fabric scissors, but they're not very good. Like, they're about as good as my like regular scissors. So I'm just gonna use my regular scissors because it's basically the same thing. I did not measure beforehand what I should be using, like how much of this I should be using, which is not that great. But I have this sweater sleeve right here, so I'll just wing it. I'm gonna cut off part of it though to make it easier to move around. If that makes sense. Hopefully it does. All right, good. This is easy to cut. And I have hair in my shirt, needles of varying thicknesses, so hopefully it'll be able to go through this and the dress, which is, I mean, the dress is pretty thin, so that's good. Okay, so roughly, this is not a very scientific method in doing this, so okay, hang on. I'm just folding it around the sleeve, which probably not the right way of doing it, but whenever I sew something or try to make something, I just wing it. Because I haven't tried to make something in a while. Well, I've been cross-stitching, but I haven't done that for a while either. So let's just see. All right. Just gonna double it over, try not to stretch it. Okay, about here, give or take. So I'm gonna give myself extra though, like maybe ½ an inch just for seam allowance. All right, and this is what I have left. So I was looking up like videos on how to do this, sew it or make it. So hopefully this will be enough. Does it go around my wrist? It don't. Let's see if it'll go around my wrist this way. It don't either. Let's try that one again. See, this is why I don't make clothes and I just cross stitch. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm doing, to be honest. But that's all right. So I'm gonna try to make this as straight as possible because right now it's kind of at an angle, if that makes sense. But yeah. So like I said, I was gonna talk through this or talk just randomly, chat with you guys. So I'll do that in a second once I can concentrate more on, or concentrate less on this rather. Okay. Ugh, it kind of smells like chemicals. So this, but then this needs to go higher up. Okay. So about that, honestly. Okay, cool. Now I have a reference. All right. This is pretty fabric. Like I said, it smells kind of like chemicals, which I don't really like, but that's all right. Okay. I think it has to be like double this thickness. It would help if I had like, I don't know what it's called, but like a mat with like kind of a ruler on it. I can just use a knife to cut it, if that makes sense. But that's okay. So, and I don't have a table either. I'm doing this on my lap. So that makes it even harder. But again, that is okay. Okay. Oh, let me get some pins so I don't, here. I got this at a garage sale. It's pretty cool. It's just a sewing kit. I don't know, yeah, cool, I have pins in here. Okay. I'm just gonna pin the fabrics together so that it doesn't move and I can cut it properly. All right. The pin is in. So, yeah, I think I've said this before. The first time I sewed was when I was in 4th grade. I was in Girl Scouts. I need another pin. And I had to make like an elf hat for, I can't remember why. I think we were gonna go caroling or something like that. Making sure it's nice and, I wish I had a table. That would make this so much easier. Sorry, let me concentrate on doing this. But almost done. Okay, not perfect, but whatever. Oh, so yeah, I had to sew like a little Santa / elf hat, whatever it was. And I am still not good with making straight lines, apparently, you know, with this. But back then I sewed it too much and it wouldn't fit on my head. So yeah. Okay. Just cutting it now, trying to make this as straight as possible. I'm gonna try to sew this by hand, but if it just gets too tedious, then I will just use my sewing machine. Okay, now I think you're supposed to do it lengthwise, I think. I'm not really sure. So, I don't know. But yeah. Then I got more into sewing as I got older. Like I did cross stitching and I made a pillow out of an old shirt that I don't have the pillow anymore. It's long gone, but I made it out of an old shirt. And remember my granny had like a sewing kit that I would get into every once in a while. And she would kind of teach me things. Yeah, let me watch the video back again. Okay, sorry, I forgot to turn on my ring light. Okay, so I fold it this way like a hot dog instead of a hamburger. I think that's how you would say that, but I don't need it as wide, I don't think, so I'm gonna try and cut it. But yeah, I'm not really worried about if this is gonna be perfect, just because I'm not. I mean, I'm not making this for anybody, it's just gonna be for me, so I don't really care if it's perfect or not. Okay. So, plus, I mean, it's good practice, you know, you're not gonna get good unless you practice at it. So, all right. Oh, I did. No, I think the last time I sewed was sewing patches onto something. I still have a couple of patches to sew on because they're pain in my butt, I tell you what. Because the thing I got, by the way, this is what it looks like right now. So I'm going to fold it this way. I think that's a good thickness for the cuffs. Because the thing I got, I don't know what you would call it. It was like, I don't know if it was canvas. It was, I don't know. It was pretty thick material. But it's for patches. I think it probably meant for like sewing patches on, because a lot of the patches that you buy, or iron on rather, a lot of the patches that you buy nowadays are iron-ons, because I don't think a lot of people sew anymore, which is fine. So I had like a patch that I got, it didn't have the iron-on, oh no, sew-on option, just had the iron-on, so I bought it. I thought, it's all right, it won't be a big deal. And then, so I had the thick material, which is like maybe this thick, plus a thick patch, and then the glue that they had on. And it was really hard to find a needle that was like big enough to do it. And then once I did, it made a hole that was too big, and the thread kept going through it, and I couldn't make a knot that was good enough for it, because I mean, it's hard for me to make knots in the same place, so I had like 5 different knots in different places. But anyway, so I gave up on that project. That's all right though. Okay, so I'm gonna take I forgot I have my glasses on, but I'm not sure if I need them right now. Oh, my glasses just fell, sorry. I'm gonna take the pins out and my guide out. Okay, and then I fold it hot dog style, and it says to press it, meaning you just kind of iron it down. I don't have an iron, so I'm just gonna use my fingers, and hopefully that will be okay. And I'm gonna cut off any imperfections, like this part. So yeah, but I'm going to put pins in it, because I'm gonna sew along this edge. And they said to sew I think the right side's outward. Let me watch the video again. I don't know, maybe it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to straighten it out as much as I can, and then pin it, and then trim off the excess. So hopefully I have enough pins for this. All right, I'm going to leave it maybe a little bit less than ½ inch seam allowance, because that's important. Ow, I just poked myself. It'd be easier if I had a thimble. I do not, I don't think. No, I don't have a thimble. So you're probably gonna watch me poke myself quite a bit, but that's okay. Okay. Just be careful whenever you do this so you don't poke yourself if you don't have a thimble. All right. And let me make sure. I should have pressed it together before I did this, but you know how it is. All right. All right, yeah, I'm not the best at making stuff or sewing, so I take that into account, and I'm not gonna get it perfect, so I'm okay with that. I'm not looking for perfection, because like I said, this is just for me. I'm not making it for anybody, so I don't really care if it's not like super good quality or anything. That's okay. Practice makes perfect. Okay. Okay. It's fine. Okay. There are my pins. Don't want to lose my pins. Be bad. Okay. I put them back. Sorry. All right. Just pinning it so it doesn't move. So I really want to get to the point where I can make, where is it? Oh dear, where is it? I don't know where it is, but I got a pattern off of Etsy to make, I don't know what you call it, but the, that's not straight. The dress that Rose wears in Titanic whenever it sinks. I got that pattern, and I want to get to the point where I can actually make it and it looks good, you know, because if I try to make it now, it will look like a toddler made it. So I really want to get to a point where I can make it and make it look good. So like I said, even if this doesn't turn out very well, it's still good practice, so I'm not going to be upset about it. So far so good. I hope that this isn't boring, because there's a, this is kind of bent, so I don't want it to look weird. A channel called Material Mom, and this is kind of bent too, I think that's okay. She makes videos sometimes where like she's sewing or something like that, and I love watching it. I love watching people sew. So hopefully you guys do too. These are all bent. What the heck happened? Yeah, so hopefully you guys will like this kind of video. Let me know, of course. And if you do, then I will show my entire process of altering the dress to hopefully make it look somewhat like the dress that Marilyn Monroe wore in that movie. But if not, it's not gonna hurt my feelings, because like I said, I want to make videos that you guys want to watch. Am I dumb? Are these supposed to be bent? Because like these types are all bent, like the one with the just metal on the top. I don't know. No, because I don't know. I don't know if I said, but Like, I could use a sewing machine, but I like sewing. It's relaxing because like you get into a rhythm and it gets relaxing. Oh, no wonder they're all bent because I just bent it on accident very easily. Okay, where are others? That's a sewing needle. That's a button. You know what? I think that's good enough. So I'm going to cut the excess little white strip here to try to make it as even as possible. But like I said, I'm not too worried about it. I don't know if she sewed. I think she did. Maybe it's my grandma, but somebody would like embroider. I think it was my grandma. She would like embroider pillowcases, but my great grandmother crocheted a lot. And I'm pretty sure my grandma still has the pillowcases that she embroidered because I remember seeing them a lot when I was a kid, but like I said, I don't know if she still has them or anything. All right, cut off a little bit at the top. And we'll start officially sewing. All right. So the dress is purple, and this is like a very flashy gold for the thread. I'm not really sure what to use, if I'm being honest. And I am. I don't know why that's a saying. So I was thinking use one of these yellow colors, but I mean, I think any of them is gonna not match all that well. So maybe the lightest one. I'm not sure. I got these in a pack of a bunch of threads from Amazon. I don't know if there's a brand or anything. It's 100% cotton. No, not La. I don't know. L-E space P-A-O-N. High quality. French, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. So I don't know. Trying to look at my like periphery to see which one matches the best. That's how I am picking out the purple thread if I need to. But yeah, I think I'll go with the lightest one. So hopefully this will be a-okay, because I've only used this thread for cross stitching. I'm sure it'll be okay, but I had to separate it just because it was too thick for the little holes in the cross stitching fabric, and that was a pain. I hated doing that, so hopefully I don't have to do this. I do that right now because I'm just stitching it. So yeah, we'll see. We will see. I'm sorry that this video will probably be long. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Maybe about this much. I'm not really sure. About this much to start with. I can always add more, you know. Okay, now to find, so I got like a pack of different sized needles from Amazon, so we'll see which one works the best. Ooh, I don't want to drop any and lose them. Okay, I don't need something huge, I don't think. This will probably work. We'll see. I'm going to thread the needle off camera because it takes me a long time to do it because I'm not really good at it. So I'll do that off camera. Okay, I got it threaded and knotted. Hopefully this knot will be big enough. I'm so surprised I got it in the same place. Usually I have like 5 or 6 little tiny knots behind it or in front of it before I get the big one. So this thread also knots very easily. I just did this to it and I got a big knot, so I'm gonna try and untangle it. But yeah, so that was my problem as I cross-stitched it. Okay. So I went with the lightest shade of yellow. Hopefully it won't stand out too much, but like I said, I'm not that worried. So I'm going to try to go do like a running stitch. I'll try to show it to you, but it's kind of hard to do just holding it up, and I don't really want to put the camera down, and the tripod I'm using isn't really good for that anyway. So I'll try to explain it to you guys the best that I can. But yeah, so the needle fabric, you take the needle and then you go up through the fabric. And again, if you're sewing something, like baking something or whatever, give yourself a seam allowance so that you can what am I saying? So you can like turn it inside out or whatever, and it's just seam allowances are important. Okay. So okay, it goes through. That's a good sign. A little bit hard, but that's okay. Okay, good. And then the knot stays. So that's good. Okay, and then I chose the running stitch just because it's the easiest one for me to do. Is it the best one for sewing stuff together? Probably not. But it's the easiest, so that's what I'm gonna do. And then I go just a little bit in front, like maybe like right here, and I go through it. I have to do some little, or I have to muscle it a little bit. This is thick fabric. All right. How did that get in there? I'm gonna, well, I don't really need to, but I'm gonna chop the tail off a little bit just because it's kind of getting in the way, but you don't usually need to. Okay. This is easier with my other hand, so sorry about this. If you came to this video looking for like expert advice and tips, I'm really sorry. Okay. This thread is not my favorite. Okay. Just so it doesn't get caught up in the thread. So, this is a mess. I just dropped the thread. Okay. So now, you have something that looks like this. Just a little line, basically. And then, I think I said before, but wherever the thread is, that's where you go. Like, if the thread is on the bottom, don't go through the top and vice versa. So since the thread is on the bottom, I'm gonna go back through the bottom a little bit ahead of it. I guess try to make it as even as possible, but again, I don't really care. So, hang on. I guess try to make it as straight as possible. All right, sorry. What's on my face? Okay. Let me pull it through. This is just thick fabric, it's hard. It's gonna take me a while probably to do this. So I'm not sure if I'll film the whole thing just because I don't want to bore you guys too much. So yeah. Hopefully I'm doing this on the right side. I'm doing it so that the right sides are on the outside. And I'm hoping with the cuff it doesn't matter because you can turn it inside out if you need to. So we'll see. Hopefully. And what I do whenever I go up underneath, maybe some people flip it over and do it like that. But I just kind of poke the needle around underneath and I can see where it is that way, like where it's starting to poke through from beneath. That's how I was taught to do it anyway. But however you want to do it, that's fine with me. All right, yeah, this is gonna take a while. I've only done like 3 stitches. I mean, the thread, it's not ideal color, but it's all right. It's the best I'm gonna get, I think, which is fine. Okay. Alrighty. So do this for about 2 more hours. See, I'll have to do the dress in parts, of course, because I'm not gonna do it all in one day. And I'll film as I do it, and film in parts and upload in parts, so it's not boring. And also, I don't know. Okay, it's almost 9 at night. I'm not sure if I want to do this for the rest of the night. Not that it would take me a few, hours, but like I said, you get into a rhythm, so it kind of, like, the more you do it, the faster you get. So it does get a bit easier the longer you do it. So I think a few more, and then I'll stop the video and I'll show you the end result. So, right. Let's hope it'll be okay. All right. I might need to make it a little bit bigger, honestly, because look at that. So, but we'll see. All right. So, this is what we have so far. This is officially part 1 of my dress altering process. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi guys, I'm back. So I decided to make some changes because, well, it didn't really fit my arm because I want the cuffs to stop about here-ish, and it didn't really fit. So with a lot of trial and error, that would have taken way too long to film because it just, yeah. So I tried it again with this piece, but then it was too thick and kind of too big, I don't know. So then there was like this random piece of scrap that was like perfect size. So I made this. Here's the stitching. I mean, again, the yellow isn't like a perfect match, but it's okay. And it fits all right. Like, it's a little bit loose, but I'd rather it be loose than too tight. So that's just fine. And then I use that scrap to cut, like I put it on top of another piece and then cut it out to make it hopefully the same size. I made this as well. So they are roughly the same size. One's a little bit bigger, but that's okay. I can just trim it. But yes, I have 2 cuffs. So yeah. So I got that part of it done. Now, the next thing I'll do is sew the cuffs onto the dress. And I'm not gonna do that tonight because it's like almost 10 at night. It's taking way too long to just do the cuffs. So yeah, but whenever I do the dress, I will show it to you guys. Oh, sorry, the phone fell. I'll show you guys me doing the dress and all that. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.